G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Thanks for being here. I'm going to do something today that you guys have all been asking me for like a long time, like weeks. No glitter in the middle, okay? Nothing. No glitter, no stones, no chameleon powders, zip, nothing. Right, I'm going to do my fantasy flower today, inspired by resin courses. I will link them down below. It's not this particular technique. The way I'm pouring is, as far as I know, not one of theirs. I haven't seen all of theirs. I've only done a couple of their courses, so I don't know. But anyway, it's just something that I've come up with, and we'll see how it goes. Now in here, it's about 1/4 cup full. I've got some of my Bloom white pigment paste. It's mainly opaque, but if you tip it all the way over, you can see a little bit of the stick. And then in this one, I know it looks really dark, I've got some green, phthalo green from Holbein, and I added a drop of black, also from Holbein, to make it dark. And you can see it looks really dark in there, but then it's still transparent on the stick there. So that's that one. Now I've got a little bit in here as well. It's about 1/3 cup. That's about 1/2 cup. This is going to be my push at the end, and I'm going to add 2 drops of black to that one. 1, 2. I'm using my Cascade mold. Kind of looks like fabrics draped over it and cascading down the edges. So that's what that is. I will link it down below if you want it. So just 2 drops of black in here, and again, it looks really dark, but you know, when you see it on the stick like that, you can hardly see it at all. So I'll give it a bit more of a mix so it's not streaky. Now the resin I'm using is the Platinum Super Clear. It's a medium viscosity. I find it works well for this sort of technique, the fairy flower as well. The Larimar needs a thinner resin. I use the Platinum Ultra Clear for that one. It's much thinner. So there you go. Look at that. You can see it's really transparent. All right. Now, this other one is going to be my metallic. So what I do is I have a metallic mica powder, my white, and then I'm calling it clear. It's almost clear. The push at the end, okay? So 4 things. Now this is the Pearl X Antique Copper. A bit of, and oh gosh, I never know how much to put in. But about that much in. I don't know how much that is. It's probably, I should measure it actually. Probably maybe 1/4 teaspoon, I guess. Something like that. Oh gosh. Yeah, I've got so many Pearl X mica powders, all different colors. If you saw my last video on the blue one, which didn't really work as well as I wanted it to because I didn't use the Pearl X. I think the Pearl X is the key. Well, has been for me anyway so far. The other one I used just a regular mica powder, and I found it didn't really give me the glimmer that I wanted. Or it could have just been because it was silver. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go with this one. So I figured the green and the copper would look really nice together. So the white, let's pop that in the piping bag. This, I think, is a pretty easy technique to do, you guys. If you're struggling with some of the others, the other techniques that we're all doing at the moment on social media, I think this is a pretty easy one to do, but you guys let me know. This is the 3rd video of the fantasy flower that I'm putting up now, so hopefully a few of you have had a go at it. I'd love to see yours. You can show me what you've been doing on my Facebook group, Pouring Your Heart Out, so lovely to have you there if you're there already, and if you're not, you are welcome to join. It's free. Pouring Your Heart Out. All right, so here we go. We're going to pour our green in. Was that a blob? Was that a blob of something? Maybe not. Maybe not. I just thought, what was that? Yeah, so you can show me your fairy flower, your Larimar, your dragon flower, your fantasy flower, whatever you want to show me, and the other members, of course. Very friendly team that we've got there, and you can all help each other out. Now, as long as you've done the course, of course, you have to have done the course, because it's got a copyright on it, so we can't just give you the recipe, you know. I'm sure you can understand that, but if you've done the course and you want to share your advice and photos and things with other people that have done the course, then great place to do it. Right, so that's my green in there. Now I'm going to just do a puddle pour. I'm just going to pop that in the center like so. Pour it all in. Clean off my sticks as I go. I can use them again. So what you're looking for at this point in time, be careful don't burn your mold, is the copper or your mica to go underneath, and then your inks to come over the top. All right, so that's doing that already. So the next thing we need to do is start piping. And like I said, this is a really simple technique. You can just, I'm just going to cut it to about there, same as I usually do, about 5 millimeters. You know, we're not doing dots, we're not doing different shapes, we're just going to do a spiral. Okay, anybody can do a spiral. If you don't want to use a piping bag, you can use a needle nose bottle, you can use a pipette. Just going to go in and draw circles. So once I've got to about there, I need to push all my white resin back up and keep going. And again, push it all up. I don't want to waste any. And get a little bit more, trying to get my little, oops, I'm dripping it though. Try and get my little row finished if I can. But you don't want to use too much white, okay? A certain amount of white, not too much white. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that will be okay. Let's give my hands a bit of a squirt with the isopropyl. So now I've got white resin on my hands. Light little torch just to get rid of those bubbly boos. All right, so this is where, well, it's not where you put the glitter in, but this is where we need to put the clear push in, okay? And what it's going to do is going to push all of that out, and then as it comes back in again, cross fingers, we're going to get this gorgeous striation from the mica powder and the inks mixing together. And also this clear, calling it clear, it's almost clear. All right, find the middle and dump. And that was just about the right amount for my Cascade mold. This one I did 150 grams of part A and 65 grams of part B, so 215 grams, and it's pretty full. Pretty full, black bull. So yeah, now we just wait and see what's going to happen. I'll shove all my rubbish in there while I'm waiting. Light little torch for bubbles. Just be careful you don't torch too close to the edges there, because it's, yeah, you'll melt your mold. You will melt your mold. I have done it. Yeah, silicone just is not, it's not a food grade silicone, so it's not like you can put it in the oven. Like you know, when you're baking a cake and you can put your silicone tray in the oven. Can't do it with this type of silicone, so you've got to be careful not to burn it. So it's all closing in, as you can see. It's going to go around, just around, sort of on the inside, trying to get that to close up a little bit more. So It probably won't close up all the way. We'll have like a little black blob in the center like that. But on the other side, I'm hoping that it's going to close up. And you can see how the shape of your mold determines, you know, what's going on in there. You can see how the white is sort of pulling through. It's like little snow-capped peaks, isn't it? So anyway, I will leave it at that. Like I said, it's not going to do much more. It'll close in a little bit more, but and I guess some of the black may come over the top a little bit, but basically it's not going to change. So I will see you for the unmolding in a few hours. Cross your fingers for me. In a few hours. All right. Okay, I have had it in my curing machine as per usual. And when it was just sitting on the bench here, I shone my torch or flashlight into the center. Look away if you don't want to see any lights flickering. Gone? Okay, come back though. Look, there's stuff going on in there, you guys. Look, there's stuff going on. There's a little hole in the middle and just a little clear center. So it hasn't closed up all the way. Most likely because I let my resin sit for 5 or so minutes before I started pouring it. But there's a little teensy-weensy hole. I've got some, it's kind of overheated a little bit, but it's going to be, I think it'll be fine. It'll be underneath. Never had that before. But again, I did let the resin sit and get warm. All right. Oh, look, there's the little center. The little hole in the middle. Mold's fine. That's the most important thing. The mold is fine. I've never had these little bubbles before. I don't know. Yes, I can just put it down to that it just cured really fast. All right. Are we ready? Gosh, I have no idea what to expect now with this cute little coppery things going on this side. What do you think? It's probably nothing at all. All right. Are you ready? And you get to see my Cascade mold as well. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, wow. That is totally not what I was expecting. Look at all the, oh my gosh, look at all the bubbles. But look at the center. Wow. That is so cool. I'm actually going to get my snippers and I'm going to cut all this off. That's just weird. Okay. I think what I'm going to have to do, like if I'm going to wait for 5 minutes for my resin to thicken a bit, I might as well put it in the bubble machine, hey, in the vacuum chamber. The debubbling machine, I should say. Yes, because the little bubbles spoil it. I didn't get it with the last one. Did the same thing with that one. Didn't wait though for 5 minutes. It's just, they are so different. Well, it's different mold as well, so different shapes. Looks like a true flower, doesn't it? I'm going to snip these off and then I'm going to take you and show you in some other light. I'm just going to use my little snippers. And I'm going to go around. Oh, still a bit soft. Just going to go around and get rid of all of those. You could, if you wanted to, wait until, you know, it had gone hard and then you can just get your Dremel out. So anyway, I'm going to do that and then I'll be right. Okay, I just thought I'd come over here and show you in front of the window, the natural sunlight coming in. Hopefully you can pick up that coppery, shimmery center. Don't look at my bubbles. Don't look at my bubbles. Oh, it's like it's diseased flower or something. Oh, anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, hopefully you can see that copper. Looks really pretty. I love the petals. I just hate the bubbles. Can't have everything, can you? Can't have everything. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Try it out. Oh, I get such a different shape petal. on this one. I have no idea why. It must be something to do with the shape of the mold. It does change the shape of your paw. Whatever's going on the outside of your mold, it changes. All right. But I love it anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again real soon for the next one. Take care. Bye for now.